Oh, wow. Hey, NONSENSEI here, and today we're going to be looking at the San Diego Comic-Con extended trailer of House of the Dragon. Now, as far as I know, this is the same trailer that we watched maybe 2 weeks ago. There's just a little bit of extra footage, a little bit of more context provided. Now, I did say at the end of that previous reaction that they have my full attention. They have my interest. I really see myself falling into this show with what they've already given us. And I really hope that this trailer just adds to that, adds to the hype, considering the show itself is going to be coming out in the next couple of weeks. I think they said August, and it's August 1st now, so by the end of this month, we're going to have the first episode, which is kind of wild. This timeline is just sped right up. I don't know where the time has gone, but I'm excited for it. Let's get to the video. Let's go.
The dream. It was clearer than a memory. And I heard the sound of a thundering hoof.
We saw this before.
Splintering shields and ringing swords. And I placed my heir upon the Iron Throne. And all the dragons roared as one.
Consider the matter urgent. That of your succession.
The Iron Throne is the most dangerous seat in the realm. And our line is vulnerable. Too easily ended.
That's true.
Well, who else would have a claim?
The firstborn child.
Rhaenyra. No queen has ever sat the Iron Throne.
The king has an heir, Daemon Targaryen.
I will not be made to choose between my brother and my daughter.
Rhaenyra's succession will be challenged. Knives will come out.
Uh-oh.
You are the king. Your first duty is to take a new wife.
Right.
I have decided to name a new heir. I'm your heir. War is afoot.
Do you think the realm will ever accept me as their queen?
The lords of the realm bend the knee.
A woman would not inherit the Iron Throne.
Because that is the order of things.
When I'm queen, I will create a new order.
That looks huge. Oh wow, that's even sooner than I thought.
Your family has dragons. They are a power men should never have trifled with.
Oh wow.
Targaryens are closer to gods than to men.
That ego, that pride.
If Rhaenyra comes into power, she can cut off any challenge to her succession.
I am to inherit the Iron Throne. She will block my way.
Our hearts remain as one.
Oh, our hearts were never one. Have you never imagined yourself on the Iron Throne? Where is duty? Where is sacrifice? Now they see you as you are.
Oh, wow. Yeah, wow. I got goosebumps. I literally got goosebumps just then. There is something that they captured in the way that they put this trailer together. That sense of grandeur and epicness. We haven't been able to see it in any other fantasy projects since Game of Thrones. I think a lot of people spoke about The Witcher when it first came out and how it had similarities to Game of Thrones with that sense of fantasy and magic, but it didn't really capture the grandeur that Game of Thrones had with not just the opulence, but the real feeling that Westeros is just absolutely enormous and there is so much in the kingdoms that needs to be dealt with and potentially conquered. I was actually able to notice the scenes that weren't there in the original trailer, which I do like. One thing I do definitely have to talk about is the fact that the dragons are massive. These are big boys. They kind of make Drogon look small, which is wild because he was the biggest of the bunch. But I remember in the original series and in the books, they spoke about how the dragons we saw in Game of Thrones weren't actually the size of true dragons, that they'd become smaller and weaker, and when the Targaryens were at their peak, these dragons were absolute behemoths. And I think we definitely saw that in the catacomb. There were the skulls of old dragons, and just the scale of them were massive. And every single shot within this, there were quite a few of the different dragons, especially the one right at the end before they breathed fire. Wild, just absolutely mahoosive. They have really done a good job of making people understand the layup of where we're going into in this story with the feud within the Targaryens, and even some of the elements of the houses that even if you haven't watched the Game of Thrones, you'll be able to identify with. You know that line, I think it's from the young Targaryen, of Targaryens are closer to God than to man. That really is encapsulating the ego and the pride that led to the downfall of the Targaryens. You know, they consider themselves greater than, and we see it also with Daenerys as well, where she becomes this godlike figure and can no longer deal with reality towards the end because everything that she's done was greater than what humanity could provide to her. I think people are ready for it. I think people really want to be able to lock back in to something just so utterly fantastical that they can't get anywhere else. There are some incredible actors in this. The score sounded impeccable. So I am really excited. I'm gonna have to watch it when it comes out. They've done an incredible job. I keep saying it, but you know, a lot of people when Game of Thrones ended were so turned off of any idea of new programs to do with the world. When HBO said that they had a couple of different shows in the works, a lot of people turned their face away and said, nah, I'm not gonna log back in after what you did to these characters that I loved so much. But this changes minds, you know, it's changed my mind. I really came into this initially, right at the beginning with the teaser of saying, I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure now. I think these guys are going to do an absolutely amazing job, and this could go for a couple of seasons if it's done well, if the writing is good, and I hope it is. Really, I do, because this could change the future of fantasy for the next 20-30 years if they do it right. I hope they do. Anyway guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, then a dragon will be coming after you. I don't know whether it's going to be the size of Drogon. I don't know whether it's going to be smaller or bigger, but you do not want that. You really don't. So just subscribe anyway to avoid that. Now, I've been NONSENSEI. You've been great, and we'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. If you don't know, we make a video every single day. We're doing it every day for over 1,500 days now, and we aren't stopping till we get to 10,000 subscribers. So do subscribe. Pop back in tomorrow for some more quality shitty content, because we're hashtag never not here. Just how it goes. We also bring the bakwas. Bakwas means nonsense in Punjabi. We also bring that. Bring a lot. Bring a little. Do a lot. Do a little. But we do indeed bring that quality shitty content on a daily basis. So see you tomorrow. More the same. Slightly different. But essentially the very same once more. See you then. Skadoosh.
I got you! I got you! Take that, you friggin' psycho!